Hey Sonia, let's take a look at this problem that you sent me. And pull up Word here so I can write, and we'll split screen this. So, what we need to do, we need to express the distance between the given numbers using absolute value. Then find the distance by evaluating this expression. So we have 15 and 16, and the first part of this question is, you can kind of see down here, I hope that it's a multi-part question. So we're not going to simplify, but we're just going to write an expression for the distance between these two numbers. So what we do, kind of the play with all this stuff, let me get my pen out. We have 15 and 16, so we take the difference of those two numbers, and then what we're actually doing is we take the absolute value of the difference between those numbers. So that's going to be our first part right here. So if I click this box, I'm going to first click on the absolute value button, and you can see the absolute value bars come up. 15 minus 16, and we're good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to evaluate this. 15 minus 16, still the absolute value bars, but that comes out to be -1. What I'm going to do is I'm just following order of operations. I'm going to do what's inside the bars first, much the same that you would do kind of what's in the brackets first. So 15 minus 16 is -1, and the absolute value of any negative number is just the positive of that number. So our answer here is going to be 1. Okay, so I hope that helps you for this one and the second one, but stay tuned now because we're going to geek out about this a little bit more. Now what we're really talking about is we have 15 and 16, and all of this absolute value stuff is relative to the number line. So here's 0. This isn't to scale, but we have a 15 here and we have a 16 right here. I'll draw kind of big so we can see the difference. So what the absolute value means is it means what's the distance from 15 to 16? Again, I set this up. We always take the difference here, but what this says is, what's the difference between these two? How far apart are these two numbers? So what we're really doing, and if I asked you this on a number line like this, you'd say, oh, okay, the difference between these two is right here. It's 1 unit. And that's what we're doing, okay? So the absolute value, what we do is we subtract the two numbers, but the absolute value just means what's the distance between those two, and we don't care if it's positive or negative. Okay, so it doesn't matter if this is a +1 or a -1. That's why we can do this with absolute value. That's why we can say the absolute value of a negative number is always the positive, because it's saying what's the distance between two things that are 1 unit apart? Well, it's 1 unit apart. That's what that means. Okay, sorry for the geek out. I hope that really helps. If not, please send me another email and we'll talk about it some more. Thank you.